Another weekend, another opportunity to take the Volkswagen E-Golf with its really short range on the German Autobahn to another city. So today I'm driving from Berlin to Frankfurt, which is about 550 kilometers away from Berlin. The Golf has a range of 140 kilometers, maybe 150 on the Autobahn, which also means I can't really go that fast. And normally you can go really fast on the Autobahn, and it requires a lot of stops with a lot of recharging. So it requires a lot of planning. One thing that I did today is making sure that the charging port works and the payment card that I have in the car, so everything's fine. And I should be able to make it in hopefully less than 8 hours. Normally it takes maybe 5.5, 6 if you're going fast. Actually, I have it in my navigation in the GPS of the car, and if I could go on with the speed right now, it would take me until 2:54, and it's now 9:42 in the morning. So yeah, it would be, what is it, 5 hours. So, but that will not be the case actually with this car, because the range is pretty short. However, it's fun, and it's gonna give everyone a little bit of an idea of what's going on in Germany in terms of e-mobility, and how the situation is with the charging stations and all that. Yeah, so stay tuned for the updates that I'm gonna do. So as we're leaving Berlin, I'm going to give you a quick update on how short the range of that car actually is. So I have the system tells me it's 140 kilometers range that I have left, and compared to the 550 that I have to go, it's really not that much. So my next stop is already in I don't know, like probably an hour. It's about 110 kilometers for the next fast charging station, which leaves me with like a 28 kilometers remaining range, which is quite tight. But I've done this last weekend up to Hamburg, and it works. It just gives you a little bit of anxiety. So I'm going in Eco Plus mode now, and the heating is turned off, and it's getting really cold. So yeah, don't do this in the winter. One challenge in Germany is that right now I have to go off the Autobahn for like 9 kilometers, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, something, just to get to the fast charging station. And that is ridiculous. Okay, I have 15 kilometers range left. I made it to the charging station. Let's see if we can get it to work. This is the next one that we have to. Okay, so let's see. That is good. We're using the fast one. Open this, and I have to pull out this little cap, and this is the plug. And let's see what happens over here. It should start now, actually. Okay, it's charging. Battery is at 7%. Another car just came by and asked me how long it'll take me to charge, and we just talked a little bit, and he also confirmed it's the only fast charging station here in this whole town of Dessau, which I believe is not a small town. Okay, the car says 105 kilometer range. The next charging station is 63 kilometers away. That gives me 42 kilometers of a buffer, I think that should be fine. I'm here charging the car at an Ionity charging station, fast charger, 350 kilowatts actually. Over there is a Tesla supercharger station with 2 Teslas currently charging. Look at these massive high voltage things here that they had to install actually. I gotta say I feel a little inferior with this VW and its really small battery and its really slow charging speed compared to the Teslas over there. I wish I had a Tesla today. Okay, I decided to fully charge the battery up to 100%, which took an hour. We're back at the 158 kilometers now range. I think the car calculates it based on the very recent driving characteristics. So I should be fine going to that next fast charger, which is in 140 kilometers. We'll see. I really want to reach that fast charger because the other one that's a quick charger is kind of in a different direction. So I hope I can make it there. Woo! That was a really tight one. Well, I'm glad that I didn't turn on the heating because that display like totally screwed me over. Like now I have 11 kilometers and then just 5 kilometers ago I had 20 kilometers. So anyway, let's get to charging. So this is my last charging stop for tonight before the event that I was supposed to go to, which I'm now late for because the car for some reason does not accept a higher charge than 21 kilowatts now. I don't know why. It just happened after the full charge that I did. Maybe something happened to the battery management system. I have no clue. I've tried now I think 4 different fast chargers. They all go in with 21 kilowatts, and that just doubles my charging time. So this is why I'm going to be probably 30 minutes late. I'm just waiting here now for the car to fill up so I can make the last, 70 kilometers. And yeah, strange, really strange. I'm actually gonna call WeShare now, maybe they have an idea. Alright, spoke to the WeShare hotline. It was quite clear that they actually would not know what to do because they're not really dealing with technical issues. Then I talked to the Volkswagen what's it called, car service, road service hotline. These guys didn't know what to do. They never had encountered anything like it, where the car normally charges with 40 kilowatts and then all of a sudden just does 21. My assumption is there's something wrong with the battery management system. Something happened. It is possible that the car actually has kind of a soul and is pissed that I was admiring the Teslas so much at that supercharger. There are actually there are like 3 Teslas now. They all look pretty well charged, and I'm here and I'm still having, actually until full it says 125, 1 hour and 25 minutes. I'm at 63 kilometers now. I need at least 10 or 15 more and then I can go. I have 61 kilometers to go. God, I'm gonna be so late. Another day, another journey to take. So today is the second day with this car. I'm taking it back to Berlin in an hour or two. After yesterday's problem with the charging, and it only charging with half the speed, which resulted in me being late for my actual appointment that I had here. The car charged with full speed again at the last charge last night, so I'm hoping this will continue throughout the day today. First thing this morning was that I couldn't open it with the app. I have to call the hotline and they open it for me. This is my first recharging stop for the day on my way back to Berlin. It's kind of cool how much these cars are able to recharge the battery. So I have now 21 kilometers left. I've turned off the heating system already a while ago because it looked that I would only have 5 or 6 kilometers left when I would get here. And then it went down to 10 actually, like a few kilometers before I arrived here. And then it started going downhill all the time. And look, we went from 10 to 21, which is, I think it's pretty cool. The good news is the car is charging with full speed again. So it's taking in energy now at 38 kilowatts. Takes 55 minutes to fully charge it. I think I will stop at 80 or 90%, which is when it's going down, because as soon as the battery is at 80 or something, the system slows down the charging speed, and then it takes actually a lot longer, so I'll just carry on when we're at 80. Been charging for I think 30 minutes now. It's at 76%. The car shows 150 kilometers of range. I don't know how much I can believe that, because it's only at 77% now. So I'm gonna go until 80. It's actually starting to regulate it down now a little bit. I think I'm gonna wait until it actually really goes down below 30 kilowatts, and then I'll leave. Just quickly, the charging station showed me 40 minutes of charging time, so it took 40 minutes to get up to 86%, which isn't that bad. I think I just was passed by Tesla. Let's see if I can chase that car. I mean, it's probably faster if he wants to than this car, because the Golf is limited to 160, but maybe has some battery limits. I think the blue car just passing onto another lane is a Tesla. Yeah, I don't think I can actually catch up. So I'll see. Definitely a Tesla. Nice. Although I gotta be careful. Dear car, I love you. Guess what? I did the thing that I'm really good at, which is not looking at the GPS and going into the wrong direction for quite a while. So I'm back at the original charging spot. I'm down to 73 remaining range. So I guess I have to put in another 25 minutes of charge, and then I'll try it again. Now the car's doing its thing again. It's not charging with full speed. I think it's what I left it with when I disconnected it earlier. I'm at my second stop, 14 kilometers left. I'm assuming that the car is going to continue with this charging issue. And what I'm trying to do now is I'm just gonna turn it off, lock it, let it sit in silence for 20 minutes, and then drive to the charging station and see if it's gonna charge with 3940 kilowatts again. Okay, so the 30-minute break didn't do any difference. Looks like the car is really angry with me. And I'm gonna charge it with 20 kilowatts for the rest of my trip. In an attempt to make this car somehow charge with full speed again, so I'm not home at midnight, I drove it to the brink of the battery. I have 4 kilometers left. I'm in turtle mode, as you can see with that little turtle down there. Yeah, now I'm gonna connect it to the charger and see what happens. What a long ass charging session. That's almost 2 hours. I'm at 99% now. The car says I have about 174 kilometers of range. It's 141 back to my house. I was thinking of stopping actually and not standing here for so long. But then I said, screw it. I'm just gonna wait it out. Wow. What a trip. So it's almost 1 o'clock and I'm finally back in Berlin. I think I've been on the road now for 14 hours. And it should have been maybe 8 hours. But thanks to that battery management system and that battery that didn't want to accept any more really fast charges after the first one, it took so much longer. And I thought the way to Frankfurt was already quite a strain, but this one was even longer. Damn. So my summary, my conclusion, I guess, after this much longer trip than the one to Hamburg, is that this car is definitely not made for long road trips. It was kind of fun on a on an experience level, but on a time-wise level, I would not do it again. Like, it's just not worth it. I mean, in total, I paid 78 euros. So it's like 39 per day, and included all the electricity and all the mileage. I actually drove, the car's now showing me 1,268 kilometers. There's no additional charge, so based on that, it was worthwhile financially. So I'm probably gonna do this again next time, even a longer trip. But it needs to be warmer, and I think I need company, because doing this alone is like super boring. At least I have internet. If I would have not any internet, I would not enjoy myself, I guess. Because I mean, that last trip was like, the last stop was like a 2-hour stop. And I mean, I fell asleep for a little bit, but it was so boring. And I guess if I have someone that I could talk to, it would be a lot more fun. So it was a fun trip. I got to see my friends in Frankfurt. Will I do that again just for the sake of it? Probably not. But I think I'm gonna do it again anyway and go to a different city in Germany, as long as they have that promotion with 39 euros and all the electricity included. Next time I'm really gonna try not to overcharge that car. Maybe that was one of the reasons why the battery management system decided to not charge with more than 17 to 20 kilowatts anymore. So the next time, maybe I'll go to Cologne or something. I'll really just charge it to 75%, and then see what happens, and if that makes any difference. So stay tuned for the next video.